Today we're going to talk about the hallux and the role it plays on the windlass mechanism of the foot. Fancy word for how the foot works and how it throws force from the foot through the body up into the rest of the tissues, joints, and kinetic chain. Important thing we look at is how that big toe functions. There is obviously a normal range, but what I find clinically is everyone's got their own range based upon their foot and their genetics. It's important to look at how that toe moves, force through the foot, which then goes to the ankle, shin, knee, hip, and into the spine. So what we look at is in a neutral state, how far that toe bends back. So I'll push up on the forefoot just slightly and keeping that foot neutral, so no pronation, no supination, and look at the baseline of how that toe is moving. And then what we'll look at is how much it moves as we push off the ground, and we can see that works normal. So this is a normal looking windlass mechanism or normal functioning toe. What we're looking at is I push that toe, as she pushes off the ground, that pulls up on the plantar fascia, which then pushes up the arch, which then rolls out the ankle, which rolls out the shin, which rolls out the knee, which rolls out the hip. So the foot is a very important body part, and it's marvel, because what you're looking for is something loose and pliable and strong and tensile. We need something loose, can move, think about hiking, running in the sand, jumping and landing, and then strong and tensile, 3 to 4 times your body weight now has to be pushed through that foot. So when the foot moves, it needs to be able to move back and forth to adapt to different surfaces. So we can see the forefoot, which we look at this mechanism. If you look at it, it's very similar to a jar. So the jar opens, it's very loose, and as that toe pushes off, that jar tightens, this locks this structure down. Now that foot needs to also be able to move up and down. So we have the ankle mortise and the talus that sits in the middle there. So I like to use the front, very similar to a frame of a bicycle spoke, and that tire sits right in the middle and go up and down. So now with these two axes, we have up and down and left and right. Allows us to supinate, pronate, dorsiflex, and plantar flex. We need to have all these functions of the foot to distribute force through your body, whether you're loading it heavy with a power lift, or whether you're walking, or whether you're running repetitively. We need to have this happen multiple times. Running a mile, that happens 800 to 1,000 times a mile. Our assessment is as follows. We need to make sure the foot's underneath the pelvis, neutral, and that's it. The traditional way we look at it is people have you standing so you can pull that toe up. I like to see if we have an altercation, you can see where the foot compensates. And many times it's compensating with these toes. So we'll see bunions, neuromas, callousing on these toes here, and then it can move its way up. We're all built different, we all move different. So you can see shin splints, plantar fascia, medial knee pain, IT band or jumper's knee, lateral knee pain, patellar pain, hip pain, piriformis pain. Multiple things can come from the foot. It's a foot or a hip. So chicken or the egg. I like chicken and eggs, and we treat both. Good. All right. Bend the knee. Roll the knee over. Good. Good. Rotate over.